Roger, can you please start the call? Thank you. Welcome everybody to All Core Devs testing call number 52. Fahil, could you please mute yourself? Thank you. We're going to go into Fusaka right away. Fusaka DevNet status updates. DevNet 3 has a pretty high participation rate right now. We are sitting at about 82%, which is not great, but not horrible. We seem to have a few issues with a few specific clients, especially Nimbus and Aragon. And we have a couple of issues with Decoref and Nimbus EL and Grandin. Ideally, we want to see some fixes from Nimbus and Aragon before we go into the next unfinality period. We want to launch that later today or latest by tomorrow. So first of all, we would like to get some information from these two clients. What are the issues and if there's any fixes coming in. Is anyone from Nimbus on the call? Or is anyone from Aragon?
Yes, I'm here. So we don't have a fix yet, and probably the issue will take some time to investigate. I think what's happening is that there is a flaw in Aragon's logic on long unwinds, and we sometimes deem a block invalid while it's still valid, but we need more time to investigate and debug the issue. Probably we'll first add some more logging, things like that, but it's a tricky issue to debug, so don't expect a fix today, unfortunately.
Okay.
On the upside, I've made a patch to fix the last remaining test failure on the Fusaka DevNet 5 Hive dashboard. There is at least that.
Yeah, that's great. We also want to make sure that Hive tests are 100% covered by every single EL. I guess nobody from Nimbus is around to discuss their bugs. Anyone from Teku could comment on the red bugs?
Sorry, I was in mute. So we are still working on one syncing issue, one of the errors that has been reported in one of the issue that is part of the document summary. So we lately found a couple of things to improve and bug fixes around the way we were throttling requests from RPC that was causing a lot of issues with this peer that was asking for 512 columns. We also fixed the validation of that because by spec that thing should have been rejected. We have already merged the PR for that. So at the moment, the Teku boxes, even if there are a couple of PR needs to go in to improve situation, they're actually looking good, except for one that seems like is having memory issues, and this is Reth2. Has been in sync for days and waiting for Reth to keep up. Apparently, Reth never keep up, and suddenly, while waiting, we had some additional memory issues. It seems like unrelated to the previous memory issues that we had. So I'm investigating at the moment, dumping and downloading and checking. Yeah, that's it.
Yep. Thank you. Anyone from REST could give us some update?
On the document itself, the document mentions the MyNet syncing bug, and we're gonna have the release for it pretty soon. The only thing that I can say is that it is reorg related, and it never occurred on DevNets. So hopefully it should not be a blocker, but it would be better to include the new release version in DevNet 5. And regarding the REST cool client perp, Barnabas plugged it to me. I'm also gonna take a look today.
Thanks. And everything is already fixed in the main branch, in the trunk branch of REST, right? So like
Yeah.
if we go ahead with
Yep.
DevNet 5 with the trunk branch, then that should be all good. We don't need to
Yep.
wait for a release. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's all the known bugs at this point. What we need to discuss next is possible timelines for DevNet 5. We wanted to do another planned non-finality on DevNet 3 and see how quickly we can recover from that first. And then we were going to go into DevNet 5 planning. But I think we're going to need to start parallelizing these two. So ideally, I would like to get a thumbs up from every single client if they think that their trunk branch is ready for DevNet 5. Grundin? Is anyone from Grundin around?
Yeah. So we think that we fixed all the things, all the issues we had with syncing, and everything is merged to develop a branch. So I think we are ready now, and I think all the nodes now in the DevNet 3 is synced.
Thank you. Prism?
Yeah, so the only big missing feature right now in develop is the backfill. Apart of that, we are still continuing to merge some performance improvement into the develop branch. But yeah, we are ready for DevNet 5 in our develop branch.
Thank you. Teku?
I think we're fine within the current state. We can have so the bug that we were talking about before. I think it is not a blocker for running it.
Thank you. Lighthouse?
We should be good too. We currently have like the custody backfill thing as a PR, and we'll be reviewing it this week and hopefully merging it soon. But like you said, that shouldn't be a blocker. We also have another PR with a different sync strategy, and that is under review right now. But yeah, that one should also not be a blocker. We basically want to run our unstable branch and the other sync strategy branch at this like half of the lighthouse nodes with each. When you do the non-finality event, we want to observe how like unstable catches back and up to head, and the other sync strategy also catches to head. So we don't want to merge that PR yet until we see how it works out.
Yeah, that sounds good. We can organize that probably later this week. Thank you. Lodestar?
We identified a memory leak in some of the DB work that we did last week. We've got it figured out. We're in the process of testing it, hoping to get that merged tonight. Shouldn't stop us from getting onto the DevNet though with our trunk branch. We do have a pretty substantial refactor to clean up some technical debt that we're also trying to get merged tonight. So we can be ready for DevNet 5. But again, that also is not a blocker for DevNet 5. We can run locally with some of our nodes if push comes to shove. But we'll try to get it merged ASAP.
Sounds good. Anyone from Nimbus managed to join?
Yeah. So we have a blocking issue that's happening because of the way getblobs works in our code base. So it's sort of a bug in the block validation pipeline. Happens only for supernodes for now. We are trying to resolve that issue by tonight. I have actually pushed some of the fixes. So in a couple of hours, I think the Watchtower should be picking it up. Apart from that, we are yet to ship our final version for the Syncer. However, I think we should be fine if we are planning to do another non-finality test in DevNet 3. About DevNet 5, we are ready, but I'm not super sure about the blob count. Where do we tip over? So yeah, like unless and until that happens, it's kind of a blind spot for us right now.
Is there any update regarding your trunk branch readiness? Is everything still in feature branch?
Oh, right. So for the trunk branch readiness, the update that I pushed a couple of minutes ago, it should be picked up by Watchtower, and soon after we would be merging that into our trunk branch. Once that is done, our trunk branch must be ready. So let's say by tonight or maybe tomorrow early morning, the trunk branch should be ready.
Sounds good. Anyone from Gas around?
Hey, yeah, I think we're good for DevNet 5. The main thing we're working on at this point is just handling blob conversion around the migration, but that's not really a blocking issue.
Sounds good. Breath?
Yeah, we should be ready from the main front.
Thank you. Nevermind.
I think we should be fine.
Thank you. Aragon?
Well, as I mentioned in the beginning, we still have this bug that we probably mishandle along reorgs, but it will take us some time to investigate it. Other than that, I think our main branch is ready.
Thank you. Bazu?
Yep, we're on main.
Thank you. Okay, so it sounds like we should be good to go with the non-finality event maybe by end of today. And then we're gonna try to do it for at least one day and try to recover. And then we can probably schedule DevNet 5 on the second half of this week. As soon as we have a time set, then we're gonna announce it. It's gonna be a very big network, similar to DevNet 4, and hopefully things will go smoothly there. Next topic will be shadow fork testing. So parallel to doing DevNet 5, we are planning to look into doing shadow forks for all the different testnets. Currently, we have two main blockers from Gas and Aragon due to the fact that they don't have a way to override the blob schedule values. Therefore, scheduling a shadow fork is currently not possible on Aragon and Gas. I know that Matt is working on the Gas fix. Is there going to be a fix for this in Aragon as well?
Well, no one is working on it yet, but it should probably be a quick change. Okay, so when do you need it?
Probably by the second half of this week, ideally.
Yeah, okay, yeah, we'll try to do it. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. And regarding releases, do client teams feel like they would be ready to do releases for Holsky? Or technically, we don't need an actual release for Holsky, but it would be nice if we could have like a pre-release, maybe by next week, Monday. Because Holsky wasn't part of the whole testnet schedule. That's why I'm pushing for such accelerated timeline. I don't think we have decided on timestamp yet. I think we can discuss timestamps async and maybe make a decision on the call on Thursday.
For Aragon, it's problematic because we are trying to wrap up our 3.1 release, and we'll need to cut another release 3.2 for Holesky because 3.1 doesn't have all the Fusaka changes, and it's basically we are constrained on the testing side and so on. So yeah, a week from now is too soon.
Okay, what would be the preferred date?
Well, maybe in 2 weeks would be better.
Right. What about other, like, how do CL teams feel about it? Yeah, so we're gonna be trying to accelerate DevNet 5 as soon as possible to be able to determine the BPO values. Hopefully by next week, then we're gonna have that, and then a week after that, we should be able to make client releases. That should fit also the schedule of Aragon. So I think if we can aim for client releases by the 22nd of September, then we should have all the BPO values determined by then, and should be all set. Again, and if we don't have like a full-blown release, I don't think that's going to be such a big deal. Because Holsky has a pre-known validator set, so we can accelerate the deployment and have custom deployments as well. We can just build a tagged Docker image as well. All right, so I think we discussed DevNet 5, we discussed the non-finality timeline. Maybe we can move on to gas limit testing. Anyone from Nethermind could give us an update? How is that going?
I don't see Kamil on the call. Martin, do you have anything to update?
Yes, so we are running EST test, and right now we have a tooling to run it stateful. We did some experiments in Hoodie, and right now I'm trying to run it on MyNet, and one of my next steps is to run Zen test prepared by Jochem and try it on top of MyNetDB.
Okay, thank you. Regarding Glamsterdam testing updates, is anyone, Tony is around maybe, or look, level access? Or anyone else? Could you give us an update? How's that going? How's the specs coming along? And if we could be ready to have the first ball .NET 0 launch by the end of this month, maybe?
Yeah, so I can't really comment on that, but I can say that regarding testing, I know that the testing team recently made an initial release of blockchain tests for block level access lists, and in testing them against Geth, we found a few I think 2 issues with the EELS implementation of the spec. So I guess those are currently being addressed. But like regarding a timeline for a DevNet, from my point of view, writing this for Geth, I think we could be ready very soon. But I don't know if other people are on the same page.
Any other ELs have any updates regarding local level access list?
So Nevermind has a prototype of block level access list. I'm not sure what's the testing status. Mark Harvey Hill is handling it. I don't see him in this call, but I know we have something that he said it was working.
Yeah, I can give an update from the testing side. Yeah, we did release a pre-release for block level access lists, and as Jared mentioned, the specs need some updates, and we're getting a proper review on the spec side right now, and I assume once it's merged, we can figure out those issues, and we'll get another release out this week as well.
That sounds good. Have any other EL teams managed to take a look at implementation yet?
Hey, this is not block level access list related, but just wanted to jump in from the east side just to say that we've just released our V5 full release. It's been a long time coming for this one, and I think I've already messaged all the EL teams specifically. But it's worth taking a look at the release notes. We essentially are announcing here that we're planning to merge execution spec tests with EELS execution specs. What that means for test releases. So in the future, when we do finally merge the 2 repos, test releases will still come from East. So that will still be the main place to get tests, but the actual Python tests and the East framework will move to EELS. For now, if you're working on East, PR should still go there, but we'll communicate accordingly for when people need to start moving the PRs to EELS. I guess I can also mention a bit about the test fixtures. So we have 3 tarballs here. So we've got the latest benchmark fixtures. We also have fixtures stable and fixtures develop. So fixtures stable contain all the tests filled until Prague, and fixtures develop contains all the tests filled until Osaka. Within these 2 tarballs now, we have refilled general state tests from Ethereum tests. Yeah, I recommend running the fixtures develop tarball because they have the general state tests refilled for Osaka, and obviously we had the transaction gas limit cap. So just to make sure you guys are passing those tests too, because we changed a lot of the tests for the transaction gas limit cap. A quick note on the actual general state tests that they're only filled from Cancun. So if you want to still run the general state tests from Ethereum tests for forks before Cancun, like Shanghai backwards, you'll want to still get these from Ethereum tests. But if you're only concerned with Prague and Osaka for the general state test from Ethereum tests, then the tarballs in this release should be perfect for you. But yeah, more information's in the release notes, and if there are any questions, please fire them to us. Yeah.
Thank you, Spencer. So if nobody else has any updates regarding block level access list, then maybe we can jump into ePBS. Anyone is on the call that's the most up to date with ePBS? Maybe Potus or Terence? I guess the consensus specs are still under review, and I'm not sure how the testing of it is still going, but yeah, I think we can circle back to that next week or week after that. That was the agenda for today. Anyone else has anything else that they would like to discuss? Sounds like everybody is happy, so maybe we can end the call a bit sooner. Thanks for coming, and see you on Thursday.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.